Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I know I'm in my bedroom right now, but I'm about to go into the kitchen, and today I'm going to be making tiramisu from a box mix that I found at this Turkish market called Angora Market. It's located in Medford, Long Island. Joey goes there. We went, like the last time we went was months ago. He's Greek, but he hasn't found like a Greek market on Long Island, so he found this Turkish market, and he really likes their sucuk and feta and these like tea biscuit crackers that he has had in Wisconsin at the Greek market that he goes to there. So when I went with him last time, which was honestly like months ago, I saw this box mix for tiramisu, and it's been sitting like in my kitchen, and I'm finally gonna make it, and I'm excited to see how it turns out. I've made tiramisu from scratch in culinary school, but I've never made it at home, so I'm really excited. So here's the mix of tiramisu. Box mix. Now all the measurements are in the metric system, so I'm definitely going to need my scale because I really don't want to have to like convert everything. But I know it's in here somewhere, but this is so unorganized, so I think first I might have to do a little reorganization, and maybe I'll vlog that for y'all because this is a mess and I don't know where anything is. So, up on a chair, and I think I'm gonna start up here and work my way down, but this is just a mess and I'm not ready. Okay, it already looks 100 times better. I pretty much shoved everything I don't use up here. And then I have 2 things of light corn syrup, which is always good. But this one expires first, so I'm gonna keep it here where it's more accessible. And then I have to go through this bag, which is like seasonal baking things. Okay, so I've reorganized now, and it's pretty much done. And look at this, on the bottom shelf I have like this whole little section that just has nothing in it, which is honestly amazing. So the top is stuff that I never really use. Then this shelf in here, this is all like cupcake liners and like Christmas and Valentine's Day cookie cutters. And then that piece of paper is the best brownie recipe you will ever find. It's amazing. Then I got the corn syrup, and then that's all sprinkles. These are food processor attachments, and then back there is just glass cups. Then I totally redid this. So we have this box that has like spatulas and whisks. This is my cheesecake pan, and then these are decorating bags that I picked up. It is an 125 piece of decorating bags. They're 12-inch, so they're kind of on the smaller side, but they get the job done. Then my bread pans, and then inside I put my little ramekins that I use for creme brulee. Then my tub of bread flour, regular size chocolate chips. Then this is like, I have my Wilton color swirl where you could do like 2 to 3 colors of like frosting. I have that set, sifter. Then back there, there's all different food colorings. Then I have all my flavors. I have 2 almond extracts, a peppermint extract, a lavender one. Then this is like dark chocolate infused honey, gelatin, yeast, toothpicks, and 2 vanilla extracts because keep it stocked always. And then down here is all the like frequently used things. So in the blue tub is brown sugar. That is my scale, which I needed. So we will be using this for the tiramisu for measurements. Measuring cups, whisk, a tub, like 5-pound tub of fondant, cocoa, This one is baking soda, baking powder, instant coffee, which I'll also be using for the tiramisu. That is cornstarch, and then this is confectioner sugar. And then I have flour and granulated sugar in a tub somewhere else. And now back to your regularly scheduled baking program. Here's the scene so far. So there's a lot happening. So I got the butter weighed out. Then this is what came in the box: the flour mix, the cream mix. They gave me parchment paper, which was cool. And then I think this is like the cocoa mix that goes on like at the very end. So that's pretty cool. So I'm just starting to measure everything out and make it now. So the mix just went in. That's what it looks like. And the oven set to 329 because it's converted. And this recipe is very hard to understand. So this was 50 grams of butter, 2 eggs, and 60 milliliters of milk with the flour mix. So you beat it for 3 minutes, spread the baking paper over a flat tray of 30 by 40 centimeter size and pour the dough on it. Cook for 20 minutes, then let it cool. Now I'm gonna mix the wedding mix, which is the instant coffee and sugar and milk, and then the cream mix, which is 400 milliliters of cold milk and 200 grams of labneh, but it says or 100 grams of yogurt. So I don't have the first thing, which I assume is something similar to a yogurt. So I have yogurt in the fridge, so I'm gonna get that all together and then we will be back. So now I have the cream mix going, which was just this package of cream mix and 400 milliliters of cold milk. Then I beat this for 3 minutes, and then I add the yogurt and mix again for 1 minute. And then I just have to assemble the wedding mix, which is 300 milliliters of milk, 1 tablespoon of instant coffee, and 1 to 2 tablespoons of sugar. So we will put that together next, and our cake is about to hopefully be done, so we'll see how that looks. Okay, so here's how the cake came out. So this was 20 minutes at 329 degrees Fahrenheit, and it honestly looks pretty good. It smells good too. It's basically just a chocolate cake. So looks pretty good. So now we gotta let this cool and finish assembling our cream mix and put together our wedding mix, and then we will be all ready to assemble. Okay, so we have everything. This is the cake. This is the wedding mix. And this is the cream mix. So basically we're gonna cut this in half and kind of trim it up a little bit because I didn't have the exact size pan required. So we'll trim it up, cut it in half. Then we'll take a little brush, put on some of the wedding mix onto one half of the cake, then the cream mix, then take the other half of the cake and put that on top, then more wedding mix, then the rest of the cream mix, and then sprinkle the cocoa on. So I tasted this, it's really good, and I tasted this, which is also really good, and that's just chocolate cake, but it smells really good, so I'm assuming that's good. So I think everything's coming around and I'm very excited. Okay, so here's how the tiramisu cake turned out. I mean, the cream's kind of like coming down the sides, but pretty good, I think, for a box mix. And like I said, I made tiramisu from scratch in culinary school, but that was probably like 3 to 4 years ago at this point, maybe even more, maybe even like 5. So pretty excited. Gotta let it set in the fridge for an hour, and then we will be tasting it. Also, Joey wanted me to make him oatmeal chocolate chip cookies, so I made a batch of those. These are the first dozen, and then I have another dozen in the oven cooking up right now. So that also happened amidst all the tiramisu madness. Here's my brother Michael trying the tiramisu. Pretty good?
Lovely.
Here's my mom
texture.
trying the tiramisu.
Check it out.
And you're still considering you just like using the cruise ships as well. So do you?
I hope we don't need them. I hope you're going to have great luck on Tuesday morning. Sent,
Good?
a lot of
Very good.
Good!
Is this cake chocolate? Is
Yeah.
it a chocolate cake?
Yes.
This is very delicious.
Okay, now I'm going to try it. Oh my god. There's like coffee flavor, there's vanilla flavor, chocolate. It's really, really good. So just tried the tiramisu as you saw in that last clip, and it seriously is so good. I'm about to go in my room and like eat that whole thing in 2 minutes. But that was from a box mix, and it turned out like so good. So next time I decide to bake, I'm gonna try to make it from scratch, and I feel like it'll turn out like 1,000 times better, because usually making things from scratch, they just turn out to be better. But like, I don't know, the texture, like there's like the cake, and then there's the creamy like filling, and then like the dusting of cocoa on top, like it just all goes together really well. So I hope you guys like this baking video. I feel like I haven't done one in so long, so hopefully I'm gonna start doing more of them in the future. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.